Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This is Derrick Henry. And some room to work. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Watson. This is Miller, complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jackson now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he locates Walker, complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyree Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, what's up? 19, 59, 54. We go. Line them up.
On 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Check. Walk 54 and 25.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, a run for Johnson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third and long, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Succop for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after one. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check 13. Check 13. Back, back, back. 54 is Mike. 56. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to Cannon again on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Watson on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. The 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check. Hey, 24. Check out. 24. Line up, go.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I'm 24. 10. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On first down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 32-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd down, Jackson. And Walker has it. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, 34 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Cannon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run again with Cannon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. On 4th down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're going a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use him at this point. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check the hot read. Check. Lucky. 154.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On third down, it's Cannon. He'll have a first down past the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. Texans, first down.
They'll run with Cannon. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start